Yeah, it's true. It may be 11 degrees below zero. But that doesn't matter. I still love my Mondays. Because my Mondays is when my double shifts are over with. At least for a couple days. This week I still have a double shift on Wednesday that I'm going to be doing. And I'm doing that because I'm going to be training for another part of my job. But I am glad that Monday is here. One thing that I purchased some small cameras. People who hear the name of them, they're called the 808s. You know what the cameras are. They're small. And they actually film pretty good video. They're so small and so compact and so self-contained that a couple of these cameras could probably fit on a remote-controlled vehicle and be able to film a right and a left side so that you can get like a 3D view. It's from things like on a remote control car or perhaps a remote control helicopter. I was thinking about getting an AR drone, but the thing about the AR drone, and maybe somebody can answer me with this, somebody who has the drone. When the drone is out of its out of network range, out of the range of the network signal, does it just fall from the sky? Does it just go and crash on the ground? I mean, it's a $300 remote control device, and in order to control this AR drone, you have to have like an iPod Touch, which in itself is a $225 piece of hardware. So you end up spending $500 with this remote control setup. Plus, if you get these cameras, that the cameras themselves, they run at about $25 a piece. So that's another $50 added on. And if they don't happen to include a little micro memory card with them, well, there's another $30. Okay. So, as it sounds, it could get very expensive, probably about $600. And then you start controlling this drone with the iPod Touch, and once it reaches out of the wireless signal, does it just drop from the sky, crash to the ground, do irreparable damage that's not covered by the warranty? What happens to this drone when it gets out of that signal range? So I'm sure that's the same way like with radio-controlled vehicles. But radio-controlled vehicles don't run at $300 a piece. They're a fraction of the cost. But that's something that happened today. I got those cameras in, and I'm kind of looking on what I can do with them. And I know they're small, and they but it's not something that I'd want someone to worry about what I could do with them. I want to use them for 3D. Cool little cameras. Anyway, that's another thing. So that's kind of a cool thing that happened today, Monday. I do want to ask a question for people who are like wondering about 3D televisions, and you know, the 3D technology, the way that the 3D television is both passive and active to control at the Consumer Electronics Show. What do people think about that? What do people think about the 3D movies that are in theaters? And I know a lot of people, they say, oh, it gives us a headache. And other people, they look at it and it's like, wow, it just immerses us in the action. So you get kind of mixed replies with it. But the thing is that it is the people who are saying, oh, it gives me a headache, oh, it hurts my eyes. oh, there must be something wrong health-wise for it and everything. Well, I'll tell you what. You you eat sugar all your life, or you drink sugar like Pepsi, it'll rot your teeth. If you smoke cigarettes all of your life, not only will you go broke because cigarettes cost a small fortune, but you run a strong risk of developing cancer. And don't be fooled with this saying, oh, that's just a myth of its own. It's like, no. You run a very strong risk of developing cancer with cigarettes. I know there's a lot of things in this world that says this causes cancer, that causes cancer. If you want to cause yourself cancer, for crying out loud, just smoke. Just get that to be in that habit. I'm just saying that because I've had, getting older, I guess I've had friends that passed because they smoked. And it rips me up inside because I wasn't there. So, that's kind of going off a tangent here. The thing that I was trying to get at, though, with this, though, is concerning 3D. It gives us a headache. There must be something health-wise wrong with it. And so we have a society that, I don't know, doesn't want 3D to take off or something. Maybe they feel so intimidated that, their friends will say, you got to watch this 3D, and they're not going to go, no 3D. It's like, it's a choice, people. It is a choice. If you're not into 3D, you're not into 3D. Am I into 3D? What do you think? So, it's not an issue, is what I'm trying to say. People, they choose to do what they do. They choose to smoke. They choose to drink lots of Pepsi. And they choose to watch 3D. And me, if there are physical consequences of it, well, to me, it doesn't beat out the satisfaction I get with it. So, that's just the way I feel with it, but, I don't know, sound off, chime in. I know that the only people who are going to be watching my channel, which has been dwindling day after day, I guess people don't want to see me talk, the only people who are going to be watching my channel are those who are kind of interested in 3D. And so I suppose I'm probably going to get quite a few biased responses with this. But that's my one take vlog today. I know you're probably going, Rich, what happened to the old vlogs where you actually go out and do something? Well, it's been kind of tough. And it's kind of tough this week because I don't get a day off. So I want to go out, but let's face it, it's cold and not a lot to film. One of these days I'm going to catch some people who are driving badly. I'll show that. Stuff like that's always great to see in 3D. But I'll work it out something with this channel. And I guess that's what I have to report for Monday. It's the end of January. I'm beginning my 5th month of my daily 3D vlogs, and I look at that and I think, wow, I might just be able to do this for a year. But we will see. But I just wish everyone have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.